personality.
Okay.
And I start into that, it's game. I'll have to take a sabbatical from the show.
Yeah.
Like it's not a good scene. It's not a good scene.
It's a
Good
lot of fun.
morning. Hopefully you like the scene. This is Breakfast Television. Meredith Shaw is down in Disney World. She is off for the week and a day. I think she's off next Monday as well. She'll be back next Tuesday. Tammie, Devo, and Sid here with you. How's the weekend was good?
Tam?
Yeah,
Whoa,
I'm trying to say, yeah, I'm pausing.
intrigued.
because
Today's
I'm
only
like,
Monday,
What
Tam.
did I do?
It's only like 48 hours
I didn't
ago.
do anything. You know what? I didn't do it. It was fine. Whatever. It was okay. I didn't do much.
That was an intriguing pause though
I know,
before
because
you went into
I
that.
think about it. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
I had a
Life stuff.
Couple lunches,
Yeah.
couple brunches.
Okay. I had a casual one. It's
How was your weekend?
six events.
Six
Oh, no
events.
big deal.
Six engagements.
Quiet
We'll talk about that.
weekend.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a
So
little
a quiet
bit.
weekend.
Three
but I
per
did-
day? Just curious.
Yeah, it balances.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
Friday
fine.
night, Saturday a bunch, and then yesterday.
You gotta
a bunch.
keep it
Yeah.
even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta like.
gotta
level
keep
out a
it
little
even.
bit. Yeah,
All
for
right.
sure.
So we'll spend the 38 minutes to talk about Devo's weekend coming up in a bit.
It'll be quick.
We should talk about the Leafs weekend here, specifically in Colorado. Look, the Leafs were down 2-0 on Hockey Night in Canada Saturday night. It didn't matter. They just kind of played their game. They did their thing. They didn't panic. They were tired, clearly tired to start that game. They beat one of the better teams in the National Hockey League, and the Leafs have now won 7 straight. They beat Colorado 4-3.
Yeah.
I heard a woo.
Right.
in here.
Yeah.
Tyler Bertuzzi, on his birthday, scored a hat trick for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Bertuzzi, who's had a rough season, had a great night. He was in the dirty areas. He was down low, getting rebounds, taking feeds from Marner. This is one of my favorite ones here because he just follows up. It's amazing what happens when you go to the net. Just go to the net. Kids, just go to the net.
Gully game, man. Get in there.
It's true. Leafs have won 7 straight. They have not won 7 in a row since the 03-04 season. It's been over 20 years since the Buds have had a stretch like this. And Devo, it's making people feel a certain way about it.
Yeah, it feels like you, just in the tone of your voice right now, you sound very excited. So much so, Tammie, it brings me to my next point, where I went on the platform they call X, formerly known as Twitter.
Formerly known as Twitter.
Right. Or Twitter. And saw this tweet as I woke up Sunday morning. From Sid60, I'm starting to believe in the Toronto Maple Leafs.
What is
Now, when you
happening?
scroll through the comments, there's, clickbait, says Jules.
Clickbait.
Some people think that Sid may have just jinxed the winning streak.
Which happens a lot.
Okay.
Which happens a lot.
But also, some people feel like you are turning a corner. But it was just 10 days ago where you were cursing them out. So it's fine.
For the record, I sent that tweet out before Saturday night. I sent it out
you
Friday
did?
morning.
Was that Friday morning?
That was Friday morning. It was after they beat the Stanley Cup
Vegas.
champions in Vegas.
Who they have tomorrow night.
For the record. So if there was a wrench into the plans here from the Sid curse, it would have been Saturday.
It would have been Saturday.
Saturday.
And
Sure.
Saturday, you
Good.
also kind of cursed John Tavares for almost
That was that's the
video.
whole. If you want to see how it almost ended for the Leafs, go ahead.
I'm surprised that you didn't write belief in there. Like, there's belief
Pundit up,
in
yeah.
there. Pundit up, number
That's why
one.
she's the news anchor, man.
Yeah, and number 2, I have a question, serious question. Morgan Riley's back, right?
Yeah.
So, are they still playing that game that you mentioned last week where everybody is actually just playing because they're good? Are they still doing that method that
Yeah.
you've noticed?
This
is it.
This feels different to me.
Okay.
Because my dad is following me on Twitter, and I don't like it. And he saw that. I'm weirded out by this.
Yeah.
João, stop following me on Twitter. And he says, Sydney, do you believe in the Leafs? And I kind of, there were guys on the team. Long story short, if you're playing well, you're getting more minutes. It's a hell of a concept, right? John Tavares, towards the end of this contract right now, he should be playing fewer minutes. He is now. Morgan Riley, he blocked a big shot at the end of the game. Like, Morgan's like sacrificing. But I think Morgan's at his best at like 18 minutes.
Okay.
I don't think he's at his best at 22. TJ Brody has moved to the other side on defense. For those who don't follow hockey, when you shoot a certain way, it helps when you play a certain side. TJ Brody's looked unbelievable. And Max Domi's played well with Neil. Like, guys are being rewarded for playing well. And I've spent 10 years watching this team under Brendan Shanahan. This has not happened. That's not how the Leafs have rolled. There's been 2 sides of the dressing room here. The core and everyone else looking for time on that power play. And it's been a problem. And right now, I don't see that. I see guys being genuinely rewarded for playing well. Is this going to last into April or May or whatever? I have no idea. But you got to start somewhere, and you got to let guys excel who've earned the time. And Sheldon Keefe's not scared to sit guys once in a while. I think it's a major, major shift. This is a major moment in this team's history.
The others are stepping up. And that's a
100%.
huge part of it. And like you said, they're getting rewarded for it. So that is nice to see. Leafs in action again tomorrow night against those former Stanley Cup champions, the reigning champs at that Vegas night. So let's see if they can keep that going to make it 8.
That's the greatest show on ice right now. 7 straight. It is 7:02. We're late. It's my fault. I'm sorry. You're watching BT.